as considered the marketing savior for the sport.
So many people were also painting her out to be the problem. She could never do enough. She could never speak out enough.
WNBA players are frustrated after Caitlin Clark received a huge offer from a European team. Many veterans feel they've earned big contracts, too, especially since they've been in the league far longer than Caitlin. But now, it's the rookie who's getting all the spotlight and money.
It's physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm...
If Caitlin Clark accepts the overseas deal, it could be a huge blow to the WNBA. In Europe, she'd become the highest paid player in women's basketball and finally get the respect she deserves. No jealousy, no drama, just her talent being valued the way it should be.
Reality. It wasn't what it is. The quality of basketball may have been up to snuff, and you had somebody as popular as Cheryl Swoops who had her own signature shoe, had to deal with Nike and all of this other stuff. But the bottom line is, very few people gave a damn.
Why should Caitlin stay in a league where even her own teammates turn their backs on her? After the eye poke incident, NaLyssa Smith was caught laughing about it with DJ Carrington. That moment showed just how little support Caitlin really has even from inside her own locker room.
Ow! Oh, I'm sorry. You poked me in the eye. You did.
I did not poke you.
Did you do it on purpose?
I did not poke you in the eye.
Did you do it on purpose?
Caitlin Clark's teammate NaLyssa Smith didn't defend her. Instead, she was caught laughing while DJ Carrington mocked Caitlin, pretending to say, "Did you do it on purpose?" The silence from Smith said it all. Caitlin is being isolated, even by her own team.
Sitting there like, well, hold on, man. This woman is booed up with the girl that poked Caitlin Clark in the eye. They're making videos making fun of Caitlin Clark in the eye poke. What is the Indiana Fever doing?
Instead of backing Caitlin, her team posted highlights of NaLyssa Smith completely ignoring the controversy. With rival players mocking her and her own team staying silent, Caitlin has every reason to leave. If she takes the EuroLeague offer, the WNBA may finally realize what they've lost too late.
Wonder if Caitlin, in every post-game press conference, she came out and talked about the kind of hateful comments that she was getting. If she came out and told everybody the reason why she has personal security that goes with her every single place, it's a lot. And so it's not just Caitlin Clark fans or Indiana Fever fans. It is not all going in one direction.
Caitlin's overseas contract offer isn't just about money. It shows how different opportunities are for WNBA stars. Even MVPs like Aya Wilson haven't gotten deals like this. Caitlin's rising fame is exposing a major gap that's been frustrating longtime players for years.
And it wasn't to the degree of Caitlin Clark being on that basketball court and people watching her, but nevertheless, rising tide lifts all boats.
Aya Wilson isn't just upset Caitlin got a big offer, she's upset about what it represents. Aya believes being MVP should come with top deals and recognition. But Caitlin, with no pro accolades yet, is getting everything IS worked years for. That stings.
But
a lot of people that laid the groundwork that deserve shine as well. Here's what we're going to do.
Are they playing now?
Here's what we're going to do.
Are they playing now?
We don't have Andrea.
Remember, you got
we don't have any of the women, Chanae. They'll come back on. We'll revisit this conversation. Glad.
DJ Carrington's dislike for Caitlin Clark isn't new, but it exploded during the eye poke incident. Instead of apologizing, Carrington mocked Caitlin, showing just how deep her resentment runs. This wasn't just a bad play, it was personal.
12 million people are watching ESPN for a game. If that game was on CBS, they probably would have had 25, 30 million people watching that game.
Carrington's bitterness comes from watching Caitlin become the face of women's basketball. While Carrington has talent, she hasn't gotten the fame or deals Caitlin has. It feels unfair to her, like all her hard work is being ignored in favor of someone newer and louder.
No one would even know her name, NaLyssa Smith, if she played on any of the other 11 teams. She was the second overall pick 2 or 3 years ago in the WNBA draft. Decent player, but no one would know. She played with Caitlin Clark. People know her name. She has no gratitude. She has no respect. She can't tell her girlfriend, hey, we ain't doing that.
Carrington didn't just injure Caitlin, she mocked her for it. That kind of cruelty isn't professional rivalry. It's personal hate. And now NaLyssa Smith has joined in too. Laughing with Carrington about Caitlyn's injury shows a shocking lack of empathy from both players.
Producing the most watched WNBA games in over 2 decades. What does that tell you? That tells you that before Caitlin Clark came along, it wasn't nearly as popular. It doesn't mean it wasn't growing in popularity over the last 2 to 3 years. But 3 years ago, WNBA was in Africa.
For Caitlyn, this level of hate is heartbreaking. The WNBA should be a place where players support each other, but she's surrounded by people rooting for her to fail. Her black eye isn't just a bruise, it's a symbol of how toxic things have become.
Everything above board. It doesn't matter what Nylisa Smith does. She can go out and mock our meal ticket, the best player in the league, the person that's making us all rich.
Even her team, the Indiana Fever, hasn't had her back. They didn't defend her after the injury. They didn't speak up. In pro sports, your team is supposed to protect you, but for Caitlyn, the silence from the Fever was louder than words.
Has been impacting the WNBA well before this year. This is not a new thing. Sure. This is, and in that way, I do think Caitlyn's being used as a pawn. Mm-hmm. Caitlyn didn't bring citizens to the WNBA. This has been happening.
To Caitlyn, it feels like betrayal. She brought massive attention and value to the Fever, but when she needed support, they focused on promoting other players. If someone like her can be ignored so easily, what does that say about the team's values?
All of those who think it's funny, could you imagine if it was the roles were reversed? If Caitlin Clark and 2 white girls made a video mocking it, what the reaction would be? I mean, let's just be honest. I don't want to go, what about Favre? But what about Favre? It's the truth.
That lack of support shakes any athlete's confidence. Why would Caitlyn stay somewhere she feels unwanted? In Europe, she'd likely get better treatment, more respect, and real backing. For her, this could be the final push to leave the WNBA behind.
If she's lucky, this UConn team isn't healthy. And that's a true statement.
That's wrong, Molly.
Monica?
That's wrong, Molly. Molly,
like
it's excuses.
5 top players,
it's excuses,
am I right?
Molly. It's excuses.
Major injuries.
You would not be saying that if it wasn't UConn.
Major stars not playing.
Listen, excuse me, it's her against Caitlin Clark.
Stephen A.
Ain't no excuses.
Stephen
you
A.
got there.
Don't
want to hear that now.
Stephen A.
Let me tell you, if Georgetown gets back in the mix, I'm going to be insufferable. I'm just telling you that now.
What?
If Paige Beckers didn't basically miss 2 seasons, I don't know if we'd be talking about Caitlin Clark the way we are now.
If Caitlyn leaves, it's not just her career that changes, it's the league. She brought in new fans. She raised ratings. If she leaves for Europe, what's stopping others from doing the same? Her exit could be the moment everything starts to fall apart for the WNBA.
A lot of this noise came by people that were sitting on this network. They tried to minimize her, said, well, you giving her all this credit. What about the women that came before her? What the women came before her, what they did cannot be taken away. That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark.
This isn't just about Caitlyn, it's about the future of the WNBA. Players like Angel Reese and Aya Wilson know the league can't afford to lose its stars. But Caitlyn leaving shows the league isn't doing enough to keep them. And that's a massive problem.
When they got eliminated from the playoffs, the attendance dropped, right. The ratings dropped. If the WNBA is more, it is, and I get it. Why aren't people watching?
Caitlyn brought fans to the WNBA who never watched before. The moment she stopped playing, ratings dropped. Her presence isn't just important, it's vital. Without her, the league could lose everything it's built in the past year.
Women that have been calling for the equality, and now that there is the chance for them to start getting paid more because the exposure's up. Because it's her, you have people like, what's her name, Jamelia Hill or what? I can't stand her. Yeah. You got these women who are coming on here and they're saying it's because she's...
The jealousy toward Caitlyn is everywhere. Even though she's boosted the league's popularity, many players resent her success. Before Caitlyn, crowds were empty. Now they're full, and still, she's treated like a threat, not a hero. That kind of bitterness is poisonous.
We don't want to have to deal with what everybody else has to deal with over Twitter. We're special. We're tall women who occasionally make layups. That makes us special, and we deserve a special level of treatment.
After everything Caitlyn's dealt with, mockery, isolation, jealousy, who could blame her for leaving? Europe offers better money, more support, and a fresh start. If she leaves, the WNBA loses its biggest star and might never recover.
Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now. Immediately,
Absolutely.
Caitlin Clark has done the unthinkable again. The record-breaking rookie who lit up college basketball and brought the WNBA into the national spotlight is now at the center of a full-blown league meltdown. After news broke that Clark had received and is seriously considering a record-setting contract from a top European team, emotions in the WNBA have hit a boiling point. And it's not just fans reacting. Players across the league, including some of its biggest stars, are fuming.
Why?
Because Caitlin's offer didn't just break financial records, it shattered egos, exposed long-standing tensions, and possibly signaled the beginning of a much larger crisis.